Good afternoon and welcome to Divine Intervention Energies. I'm your energy reader, Faith, and today is your energy read for Sunday, the 23rd, 2026. So we're going to jump right into it. Today's moon is in the Capricorn. We are in gibbous waxing Earth moon in Capricorn. As you can see, we are budding. You can see the budding coming from this plant, this seed rather is budding. So a lot of you guys are ambitious. Your ambition is is producing. You can see some. You can see you can see actually the work that you have put forth. You're seeing it. You're seeing some things not always in a you could feel it. Sometimes you might not be able to see it, but you could feel it growing because you're confident within yourself on how you want things to look like, how you want your project to be viewed by others. You know, you're really digging deep to ensure that what you're making or what you are designing, your plans and everything that project is going to manifest to be a beautiful thing, not just for yourself, but for others to see and to admire. And you could be working with others at this time with this three that you're putting money in, you're putting your money where your mouth is, you're sharpening your skills at this point or this time. And yes, you're making a point as well. You're making a point with others. You're setting the record straight on who you are and how you get down, right? And now your skills that you have been practicing and polishing and making sure that they're good for display. Now they're coming into fruition. Now, you might be looking at contracts. People want to buy into what you're producing. People want to, support you in your endeavors, right? Because you're ambitious now. You're ambitious and your drive right now, your driving force is to complete your mission. And this is where we're at. I'm going to pull an energy read or an energy card to find out what energy is around this current. This is your current energy right now, the current moon cycle right now. But around this energy, let's see what is around this energy. One card, please, and thank you. One card, please, and thank you. We don't take cards on the floor. So let's go again. One card, please, and thank you. One card, please, and thank you. See the energy around this gibbous Earth moon. This is the awakening genius. So you're awakening to your like I think I just specified on you sharpening your skills and you really honing in on what you're creating so it could be the best creation that you ever made. You're really putting forth your energy and your time into what you're making, and you're awakening the genius inside of yourself. This is a 29. This glare on it. Let me get this glare out of here. Okay, sorry guys. This is a 29 here. And it's a 2 to the 9. So yes, it was very intense. You had to use a lot of your intuition. You had to go with your gut feelings on certain days that you didn't want to get up, didn't want to answer the phone. Oh, I don't want to answer that phone because I know what that call's about. Or I may ignore that because I'm busy right now and I got to stay focused on what I'm producing. You had to use your intuition and you had to bring that daggone, that magician spirit out of yourself so you can stay focused and produce with all the tools that you have to produce what you want in this cycle, should I say. And this is your justice because the 9 to the 2 is the 11. And this is your justice for whatever situation that you had to overcome. It's a lot of grounding in this energy as well. You was making sure that you come out of whatever situation that you were in. It could have been with a company. It could have been within yourself. It could have been within a relationship. We'll find out at in the end. But this is the energy, this awakening genius. Now let's find out what this is about. 29. It's 444 on the clock as I just looked. So you are protected. 29, awakening genius. The spirit of creativity, expression, bringing forth new information, birthing, birthing, knowing that your ideas matter, right? Because your ambition and your driving force is to complete complete whatever you're doing. The ancient Greeks believed that each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide, inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual as well as the evolution of all humanity. You could say that genius is the spirit of creative expression, and when you tune in to it, amazing things happen. When your genius awakens, you realize you do not have to do everything yourself. You have an inspired, dedicated, wise helper on your side. Today, can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you'll recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, and experience you already have occurred. Let me read that again. Today, can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you'll recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, and experiences you already have occurred. Your intellect, in this case, serves as a channel for the spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. How you forge this connection is to get out of your own way and simply allow it to work through you. The word genius comes from the Latin geniere, meaning to bring forth or birth, and shares the same root as the word generate. You are at this moment about to give birth to a new mode of expression, and a powerful one at that. Commit to partnering with your genius, and only deep satisfaction and success will result. Today is a day when your inspired ideas matters rather. So all of you guys right now are in this energy of completing. You put in all your determination, all your energy, all your focus in completing whatever that mission is to you. That is your driving force. Your driving force is also in the energy by you focusing and putting all your inspirations and your dreams to accomplish what you want, and you using your ambition to do it. You're awakening your genius within you. You're awakening the genius within you, and this is helping you with your creative expression. Right? This is helping you with your creative expression, and this is helping you birth into fruition whatever you are planning and whatever that mission is to you. And knowing that you matter is also valuing yourself, valuing your work, valuing the time that you are committed to producing whatever that is for yourself. This is the energy that you're in as a collective. So you're awakening to your gift. You're awakening to your geniuses. And it's also asking you today to, recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memory, and experience you already have occurred. So you can solve the problem different ways and different creative ways. Just because you experience that problem one way don't mean you have to solve it in the same way. This is what this is saying. And you're giving birth to a new mode of expression, and it's a powerful one at that. This is what this is. Wow, this is good, guys. Let's go. This is what's going on here. Your ambition. What's the question? Current energy. Your ambition. What are you ambition about? We don't need to know that. That's your business. That is your business. But what I will do, I'm going to pull a chakra card. Even though we are aligned, you can always use some alignment. So we got 29, we got 293 on deck. Why is this ambition here? Or should I say, this is, yes, awakening genius. Awakening genius. Clarify awakening genius for the collective wise is here. Awakening genius. What is some of their geniuses? Renewal came in a reverse with forgiveness. So you had to use your crown chakra. You had to heal. You had to heal. You had to speak up for yourself. You had to forgive somebody because you did not commit. You did not renew some type of contract, renew some type of whatever that is to you. You did not renew it. It wasn't a new beginning. Awakening the genius. It's your root chakra. You could have felt like you weren't secure in the situation, or you was working with somebody who didn't have security. Maybe you felt alone in a situation when you was building and you had a lot of ambition at one point, you know, because justice is here. For justice to be here, something had to happen. So while you were in your awakening, it could have been someone here that was trying to renew something. Or while you were trying to renew something, maybe you was working on something. Maybe you was working on a project with someone. Maybe you wanted to renew a contract with a big company, you know? But no, you decided not to. And forgiveness was needed. Or forgiveness is needed to renew a contract. I don't know. You got to put but this ambition is a driving force to complete. Somebody is driven to complete whatever this awakening genius is to you. This awakening genius is talking about, again, the spirit of creative expression. Someone wants to create. They want to express some renewal. Somebody wants possibly something, forgiveness, so you can have a renewal. They want to bring forth new information. Bring forth new information. Somebody want to bring some new information for forgiveness. They want to birth something new with you. They know that you matter. They know that your ideas matter now. They know that your ideas matter now. Maybe before they didn't know that your ideas matter. Maybe before they didn't have no faith in you, in your ideas, and in your dreams. Maybe before they didn't want to renew and to bring anything forth new with you, right? Even though you had new information that you brought to them, they didn't want to bring. They didn't want to renew the contract. They didn't want to renew the friendship. They didn't care about your creative expression. Maybe at one point you were very ambitious to get your point across. Could be. But you're awakening now. You're awakening to all the energies that was around you that could have possibly, made you feel like what you were working on was not. It ain't gonna work out. 13:50 on the clock. That whatever they working on, whatever they're creating, because this is your sacra. This is your orange is your sacra chakra in a reverse. Or excuse me, this is red. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm looking at the my camera here, and it got it orange, but when I look at it, it's red. I'm sorry. So this is your root chakra. So they were attacking your root chakra. They was making you feel like what you were creating didn't matter, and it's possibly made you feel like insecure. You was insecure about what you were doing. Now they want forgiveness. They want to direct their ambitions to forgiveness. Now they want to forcefully come to you and with this, because they want to renew this. They want to because they know that you're in this type of energy. They know that you're in an energy of genius. They know you're in an energy of genius. They know that this moon cycle here in Capricorn, you're grounded. You're grounded in your decision. They know this, and you know this. You're also in the energy of completing your goals because your birthing is not here yet. You're birthing this renewal, right? And in order for you to birth this renewal, you had to heal and forgive yourself, right? So if we could look at it that way as well. But we're gonna get more information on this renewal. Why is this renewal in the reverse? Why is this renewal in the reverse? One card, please. One card. Why is this renewal in reverse? Why is renewal in reverse, please? Wow, renewals in reverse because somebody is real gung ho on stopping your joy. Like really, gung ho on stopping your joy. Is it in reverse because joy is in reverse? You wasn't happy with this renewal. You wasn't happy with this renewal. So it says here, one of the most important purposes of meditation is to create a state of joy in the individuals who practice it. There are many paths to this goal, but the starting point of all is to be receptive to beneficial moral influence. Someone that was not beneficial in your moral, they was not morally, they weren't beneficial because they weren't morally supporting you the way that they should. There was no morals there. This is what I'm gathering. There was fake support, right? They were fake supporting you within your endeavor. But you are right now ambitious. You are ambitious. You don't care. You're going to still keep going because you already know that whoever this is to you, justice is here for a reason. Whoever this person was that didn't have your best interests at heart and didn't want to see no renewal, didn't want to see your product come to fruition, didn't want to see you grow anything, and they didn't want to see you joyful. No, they don't want you to jump and have faith too. To have faith, they wanted you to be in some type of stagnant energy. They want forgiveness, right? This is someone actually, and this is a spirit as well. This is spiritual too, awakening genius, right? This is a spirit. It says the spirit of creative expression. The spirit of creative expression is in a reverse. They attacking your root chakra because they don't want you happy. They don't want you expressing yourself. They want you to forgive them. What is this forgiveness for? Why is this here? Forgive them for what? Motivations in the reverse. They don't want you to be motivated about your gifts. This is what I'm getting to. It's like a someone kind of attacking your gifts, or this is you not possibly feeling motivated. Why is forgiveness here, please and thank you? One card, please, Mother Isis. Forgiveness is here because of breathing. Breathing. Someone wants you to relax and breathe and forgive them. Mindfulness of breathing is integral to peace of mind and has many practical applications, especially for singers, musicians, and sports people. To make the experience more intense, focus on these thoughts. So this is what it is. They know that you're meditating. They know that you're focusing. They know that you're focusing on your thoughts of completing your task. You're ambitious about this. You are in a forgiving energy. You are using your creative gifts to produce to produce the world that you want. You know that you matter. And you know you don't have to do everything in the same experience that you once learned. So you're learning how to breathe and meditate through a situation that possibly was not renewed for you. And it wasn't a joyful experience. The Most High is saying, forgive whatever didn't work. Breathe through it. Breathe through it because there's many ways of completing your goals. through different experiences. You don't have to complete your goals through the same experiences that you once learned, is what this is saying. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Mother Isis. Yeah, something, and this is like, taking a break, breathing through it, forgiving, going through what didn't make sense, didn't make you happy, Yeah, moving on. What's behind the scene? What's behind the scene for the collective, please? One card, please, and thank you. Yeah, this is like not confident. You're not feeling confident in what you're doing. Like, one card, please. Yeah, your ideas is in a reverse. And this is behind the scene. It's like it's like the ambition is there, the idea is there, but it's like you don't have no faith in it. Like you don't have faith in yourself. Like you're losing motivation. Like what you're doing, you're losing your joy in it. This is the Libra. This is air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's see what it says. Number one, your ideas, magician, energy. This is you being in charge, right? This is you having everything you need to make whatever work. Now, this could have took place in Libra season. This idea that you have, that could be stalling, like maybe you stalling, you asking for forgiveness. Maybe this is a spiritual practice that you feel like you can't pursue because you're lacking the confidence in being the person that you need yourself to be, or you feel like maybe you're not the person that they need you to be, whoever they is for you. This is in the reverse. I'm gonna read it as in the upright 22:02 on the clock. So it says, the thin crescent moon in air is a time of initiation and new beginnings, a time of much hustle and bustle, animation, research, and discussion. During this moon phase, you will be concerned with a new idea that has enormous potential for development. It's in the reverse. You're not feeling ambition. You have these ideas, but it's not. This idea is not coming into fruition because you're not having no motivation. It's almost as if you're insecure about your own gifts. Yes, you're insecure about your own gifts. You're insecure about your product. You're insecure about maybe you're having like this a plan, you having an opening night. Now you're feeling insecure about what you produce. Some of you guys are a seamstress. Y'all are on fashion shows. Now you're getting cold feet. Like, did I produce a good line? Maybe you had your fashion show and it didn't work out for you, and you're like, well, wow, I thought this idea was going to make the money back. I thought this was going to be making me money, but behind the scenes, you're not feeling this. Your root chakra and your throat chakra is or your crown chakra, root chakra and crown chakra is on deck here. So and your will, your free will, your solar plexus. Why is idea in the reverse, please and thank you? Why is it in the reverse? Why is idea in the reverse, please and thank you for the collective, please and thank you. One card, my license, please. One card. Why is it in the reverse? It has to do with your growth. It's in the reverse because of your growth. It's in the reverse because you're feeling some type of way about your art. About your art. Some of you guys are artists. You're having second thoughts about your creation. And it came on out. Your second thought about your creation, you having second thoughts about it, your growth, because with your idea and your idea your initiation for this new product that you had, your new product online, your new beginning. You did a lot of hustle, you did a lot of bustle, but you're not doing that no more. You're over it basically. It's almost like, you know, this new idea had a lot of potential, but it's in a reverse, and now you're looking at it like it didn't grow like I wanted to, and maybe I need to go back and review some things. Maybe because you're not good. You're not right now. You guys aren't happy. Something didn't work out for you, and you guys aren't happy about it. Or this is something that somebody's not happy with you about because it didn't work out for you both. It's some growth here, and it did not work out. Why is this? Oh, I'm gonna find out with this right here. Oh, let me see something right here. Why is this creation here? Yeah, it's the growth, creation. Yeah, right. We noticed the growth is here, but okay, why is growth here? One card, please, thank you. Why is growth? Growth is here because movement. Growth is here because of movement. It says the crucial difference between ordinary exercise and movement meditation is mindfulness. Meditation practice involves mental scanning your body bit by bit as you move and become aware of each part in sequence. Your idea, it has a lot to do with your manifestation and how you're meditating. You have to, you know, a lot of you guys ain't going outside. A lot of you guys are pretty much like in a non-biased type of energy, right? Because you got forgiveness and then you got renewal in a reverse. Like your beginning is in a reverse, but you forgive, right? Because that's like, you know, your chakra. You forgive because you didn't have a renewal. Why you didn't have a renewal is because it didn't make you happy. It didn't make you happy. So you resorted in forgiving yourself, to breathing it out, to meditating, to you know, rewiring your thoughts where your ambitions could be solely on your focus, and that's your driving force to complete what? To complete an idea. Your idea is in a reverse. What was this idea? An idea to grow. You wanted to grow in whatever that idea in your creation is. This is what you want. This is in the background. You need movement to do that. This is your growth. You need movement to do that. Well, you're doing it because this moon cycle is for you to do it. Be ambitious and get ambitious about moving towards whatever makes you happy. This growth, that's your ambition for your creation. Because your idea is going to make you money. Have faith in your ideas. Have faith in your creation. But what we're going to read, what is this? And this is behind the scenes. It is 28:13 on the clock. Your creation. Let's see. This is a neutral card, creation. And it reads, it says here, letting go of old ideas. Wow. Letting go of old ideas and allowing new growth are primary now. The mission you have been on may be complete. A new dawn is coming, and it's time to open yourself to divine inspiration. This message here is let go. Let go. You no longer need to be the warrior. So this is time for movement. This is time to let go of these old ideas. This is playing in your background. This is in the background of your mind. You know that it was not a time for you to renew anything because it did not bring you joy. It was so daggone, you were so daggone mad about whatever. This joy was, the card came out bent. You are awakening your genius because you already know what you want. You forgiving yourself. You resorted to meditation. You resorted to meditating. You resorted to forgiveness. You resorted to getting closer with your higher spirit, right? You resorted to understanding what was holding you back, why you could not have joy in this renewal, this idea that you once was feeding and growing and planting and watering, right? It was nothing coming out of that, right? Why? Because these ideas wasn't divine, right? It could have been divine. What I'm trying to say, it just didn't work out. Whatever these ideas that you had, it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. But you still are growing. You just got to focus on growing elsewhere. That's all. Take that movement and move. Go to another part of your destination. Don't go backwards, but reassess. Reassess what didn't make your tree grow. Reassess that and be inspired to keep going. But it says right here, we already read this one, but let's go to your growth. To the growth, it reads here, this card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. It's about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There is a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows is true. You already know that this renewal did not make you happy. This was a renewal that was not going to make you happy. You are ambitious. You are, and your buds are growing. But whatever this, you had to go and use your genius and get called on justice, because whatever the product you produced, whatever took place, did not work out. There's forgiveness in meditation. There's forgiveness when you meditate. You'll release whatever that is that had you stale or stuck, right? Your ideas, because when one ideas don't work, and we have a lot of energy going to that plan to work, right? We really want this plan to work really bad, and when it doesn't work, it's a damper and make us feel bad, right? And so this is why this idea is in the reverse, because maybe they didn't like your product. Maybe it's not as easy as you thought, right? Doesn't mean it won't work, right? So yeah. So don't give up. Don't give up. Just go another way. Hold on to your ambition, but just go another way. Stay motivated with your creations, but just go another way, because you're growing regardless. You're still growing. This is what this is saying. You're still growing regardless. Sleep is required. You got to get your sleep. You got to get your rest. You got to eat well. Okay? It says here, practicing meditation and deep breathing, right? Because breathing came out twice. Practice meditation and deep breathing will help you achieve a deep state of relaxation, which in turn encourage sleep and energy renewal. Maybe this is why renewal is in the reverse, because you're tired. You need to, and you're not enjoying what you're creating because you're not getting the proper rest. You're not meditating. You're not eating well. That could be as well. Forgive yourself. Forgive your body, right? Sleep. And it says it returns your energy. Lie down and let the following thoughts go through your mind. I am very still. What I'm saying now is these are your affirmations. I am still and within myself. This is what you say when you sleep. I am aware of every part of my body. As you're going to sleep, you say, I feel my body contact with the matters. I feel my body's contact with the mattress beneath me. And the last one is, I can let go and feel no pain, right? So this is what your body is saying that you're going through at this moment. You need sleep, you're growing, your movement. It might not feel like your ideas are going anywhere. Why? Because maybe you're going through a lot of, it says breathe. When I asked what was this forgiveness about, Heavenly Father, what's this forgiveness? Did I ask for the forgiveness or the renewal? I think I asked for forgiveness. Forgiveness was breathing. Forgiveness was breathing because Mindfulness of breathing is integral to peace of mind and has many practical applications, especially for singers, musicians, and sports people. To make the experience more intense, focus on these thoughts. I am inhaling more deeply and slowly. Those are affirmations. However, for you to go here, something had to happen, and could have been within love. It could have been a love relationship for this forgiveness. What's this forgiveness here? 35:05 o'clock. Why is forgiveness here? Thank you, Mother. Why is forgiveness here? One card, please. Why is forgiveness here? Why is forgiveness here? Why is forgiveness here? Yeah, King of Swords. That's why. Forgiveness is here. King of Swords. This is my, I don't care nobody say. They call this one Archangel Michael. This is a narcissist. This is a narc. You had to breathe through. This is a narcissist, right? Now, I was on it. Because justice is out here. Justice is out here because it's something someone did. Boom. It was a decision. It was a decision that was made. It was a decision that was made that require you to go through some type of breathing exercise, some type of meditation, some type of mindfulness. Somebody was trying to maybe interrupt your peace. That because you had to balance your practical with your spiritual with your practicality. Because spiritually you knew that you were created. The spirit of creative expression. You are creating with spirit as well. Your expression is coming through spirit. Or spirit is coming through you. Somebody here, this is my narc card. You possibly was in a relationship or somebody want to take your idea. That's it. Oh. Well, who's this right here? Somebody, this person right here, this is the Prince of Air, okay? This person right here is a narc. It could be somebody, in your business, 3708 on the clock. This could be your boss. It could be your husband. This could be an ex. This could be somebody in your family. But this person right here is an air sign, air sign. This is, I said Aries because this, even though it's an air sign, possibly act like a real control freak. But, this is a Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, air sign, who possibly want to take your ideas from you. You see how, this is like, oh, we're friends, but he ain't offering his cup, but he's going to try to take her cup, right? So, yeah, you got to use your intuition when it comes down to your emotions, when within dealing with this person. Or sharing your ideas, because someone is taking, they're not giving. This is this King of Swords right here. And this is why this forgiveness is out here. This person could be like, a give and take. He come in, oh, I'm, the Captain Save-A-Ho, right? With this legal, I'm gonna, here, take my cup. And then you wind up taking the cup, and now you got to be mindfulness and use your breathing freaking exercises, because this person right here is a narc. This is a narcissist. He coming in to take your ideas. He ain't coming to give you nothing. This is why you got to forgive yourself. That's what I'm getting out of that one. Yeah. So I was wondering why that was there. Why that was there. And this is exactly 38:51 on the clock. Because somebody was trying to steal your ideas, steal your joy, take your joy, take from you. This is why they had you tired. This narc had you tired. Because they were stopping your movement. You had all these great ideas. But the growth was slow. Was slow. Your creation was stagnant. This is grayed out. This is stagnant energy. This is neutral. You got your creation in neutral. It's not taking off. It's not growing like it should because it's in the reverse. Why? Because you had to stop. You had to stop being in agreement with somebody. You had to make sure what you was feeling was lined up of what you was thinking because somebody was being very, very cold with your ideas, with what you wanted to do, with they was being cold. They were being cold about what you want to do with your ideas and how you want to make your money. They don't want you to grow in your creation. They don't want you to move in freedom. They don't want you to sleep in peace. This is what this is about. And this is why your crown chakra and your root chakra was attacked. Because justice is out here. Justice is out here. So as we move forward, what's the outcome? This is 4027 on this clock. What's the outcome? I'm going to pull one card for the outcome. Yeah, one card for the outcome. So this is basically about your new ideas, your new beginnings, your ambition, your dreams. Yeah. Arguing for a cause. Somebody want to argue for a cause, a rebel. You could be a rebel. You could be the rebel arguing about your cause, arguing about the fact that you have an idea that somebody's trying to steal from you, arguing about the fact that, maybe that idea that you thought that you had that was going to make all this money didn't come to fruition the way you wanted to, but that doesn't mean that you should stop. No, that means that you should go within, use your intuition, and kind of change things that you want in your life, right? And protect it as you go. This is what this is saying. Be a rebel in your world. And this is also being a rebel that you cause others because you are focused, because you have an ambition, and because you're driving towards your goals and your dreams. You rubbing somebody off the wrong way because they want to be a part of your success. That could be too, because this is arguing for a cause. What are you arguing for a cause? Why is it out here? Let's read about it. It's 25. 2 to the 5 is a 7. 7, that could be some confusion in there. Confusion. It could be a lot of daggone fussing, bickering, accusations, people accusing you, right? This could be somebody stealing with the 7 of Swords, want to take what's yours and lying about it. 7 of Wands, you got to stand up for yourself and fight back. So, yeah, let's see what this is about. 25, it says here, rebel. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. 4227. It says right here, it says Uranus and Mercury conjoined in Aquarius produce an aspect that cares very little for rules and tradition. This card reveals the tradition, ideas, and old-fashioned views that have outlived their usefulness must be revised and updated. It is essential for the sake of progress to find new ways of looking at things and new ways of working. If this card is drawn, there is potential for exceptional bright thinking that produces sparks of genius. It indicates a powerful devotion to a cause. You are certain that your position is correct no matter how out on a limb you seem to others. You must be prepared to act totally out of character to achieve your intended aims. So again, don't stop. Like I said before, don't stop because maybe things didn't work out or what have you. Don't stop. And this is also somebody being a rebel to your cause. They don't want you to breathe or sleep and be in peace because they know that you're an awakening genius, and they know during this time that you need that peace. You need that peace to renew, right? So they want to be a rebel in your life with this daggone King of Swords by trying to make you go into meditation, they want forgiveness. They want you to decide or to make a decision for them by forgiving them. Therefore, they can possibly be included with this joy. They will be renewed with you, right? This is what this is given to, but this is a rebel. What is this rebel out here for? Let's see. So your crown chakra and your root chakra, crown chakra, root chakra, heart chakra, and solar plexus. Align those. Check your charts. Why is this hair, please? Why is bubble hair, please? And thank you. 44:36 on the clock. Confusion. That's why rubble is here. It's confusion. They want you to be confused about who you are. They don't want you to discover, and this is another neutral chord. They want you to be confused. They don't want you to be connected with spirit. They want you to listen to their voices. They want you to listen to them on who they are, right? This King of Swords. He's the Prince of Air. This person right here, a lot of people like to call him a Archangel Michael. This is a fallen angel. This is someone who regards himself as a archangel. He's not. This is someone who's a damn fallen angel, who is a Prince of Air, who likes to, make people's lives miserable with their ideas. He's a daggone idea muncher. He will come in and he will take your ideas. He's not a giver. He likes to stay around in the ethers. Let me see. Here we go. He likes to dance around in the ethers. See, and he'll try to make you think what your idea is worthless. He'll take the joy out of your idea. He'll start this confusion. I had said that with the 7, this confusion with this rubble. He'll start confusing you on which way you go when you want to fight for yourself. Are you sure you want that idea? Do you think that's going to work? Do you think that's going to work? Are you sure? Are you sure? Confusion. Because I'm going to make sure that you don't get the support you need. I'm going to make sure that I'll take as much support from you as possible. I'm going to make sure that you're unstable. I don't want you stable with ambition so you can be a renewed, that daggone genius. No, I'm going to call judgment on you. This is a person here who think they're a judge. A fake cop as well. A fake judge, a fake cop. And this person will call judgment. He'll call judgment because you are in a position where you're winning. Because you're awakening as a genius. You're awakening to his bullshit too. Right? Could be a female. But this is a man on his throne. So it's a man that I'm looking at. Okay, and this is the man who is daggone very daggone cold and mentally he is very, very stoic. He don't move. He's very stubborn is the word. And he'll cause you to have relapses in your damn mind frame when you think you can do, when you took the time and you planned everything for a reason, then this person will come and create confusion, and then you'll be second guessing everything that you thought that would be a new beginning with these new ideas, your new job, your new business. Self-discovery is not what this person want you to have. No joy. They want you to be in sheer confusion when it comes down to who you are as a rebel. You're a rebel. 48:10 on the clock. Excuse me. 48:10 was on the clock. You're a rebel. You defend yourself. You stand up for yourself. And you're not going to take nobody coming in your life trying to steal anything from you and lying on you. You're not doing that or taking your ideas and stopping your ideas. You're going to speak up for yourself when it comes to in terms of that, because you are who the Most High said that you are. That's why. You're a rebel. You're a rebel. And again, this card says, there's potential for exceptionally bright thinking that produces sparks of genius, because you got genius out here twice. It indicates a powerful devotion to a cause. You are certain that your position is correct, no matter how out on a limb you seem to others. And this is this person too. It doesn't matter how out on a limb it seems to others. He know he right. He know he right coming in with this old offer to take your stuff, right? No. You know, because you're the rebel. You already threw up that 7. You already threw up that 7 of wands to protect yourself from this person, from his Seven of Swords. You're already protected from the lies and him trying to come in and take your gifts for your new gift, your new plans, your new goals. And again, guys, root chakra is out here in reverse. Your security. Make sure that whatever you're working on, your plans and your dreams is secure. Don't be telling everybody what you're doing. Okay? About that new plan that you got, do not tell, share, nobody, nothing. Don't tell them. All right? But this is what this is saying. This is like arguing for a cause that basically, this is eccentric behavior, right? And this could be this person arguing because your ideas is yours and not theirs. This could be you arguing for a cause because what you created, you see that it didn't go nowhere, or you had to change some plans around, or maybe struck some people the wrong way too. But guess what? You're arguing for a cause because this is your creation, and there's confusion around it because you're self-discovering yourself. You're in the self-discovery. This is your root chakra again. They don't want you to renew a line of defense. They don't want you to renew a connection with the Most High. They don't want you to renew your crown chakra. They don't want you to voice your opinion when it comes down to what you want with your ideas and how you want to plant your time, your money, and how you want to how to use your energy. This is your light. This is your energy. This is your solar plexus, your free will. You can plant wherever you want. You don't have to, be in some type of confusion while, somebody else steal your joy, while somebody else, come in with some daggone, we twins, we belong together, we married, and they come and take your stuff. Right. They come and take your stuff, and if you don't give it to them, I'm going to forcefully take it because I'm a daggone king of daggone swords, and I'm in charge. I'm not in charge, just not in charge of me. I'm in charge of you. And if you don't give me what I want that you made, it's going to be a problem. I'm gonna bring rubble to this situation. I'm going to be a rebel in your life. I'm going to cause this confusion. Yes, I am. I'm going to cause this confusion, and you'll never, ever, ever discover yourself without me. You're not going anywhere without me. You're not going to do anything without me by your side, and I'm going to take what you make because it's mine. You're mine. This is what I'm getting out of this evil King of Swords. I don't like King of Swords. When King of Swords pop up in my energy on these cards, because he's not in your energy. He's not in your energy. Why this man ain't in your energy? Because you're ambitious and you're awakening genius. If these cards went to now here, this is the energy. So if he was in your energy, the awakening genius would be in a reverse. The awakening genius wouldn't have came out twice either. You're the awakening genius. And that's this by you being the awakening genius, you are breathing through, which is whatever this King of Swords is trying to, you're breathing through whatever didn't make you happy. You're breathing through this. Like, it's cool. Like, whatever. It's cool, dog. Whatever. But this King of Swords is like, no. I don't like it because I don't want you to have no renewal without me. Like, what are you doing? And you're like, well, I'm going to breathe through that because I don't know. At this time, I don't know what this person is about. But this person is like, the King of Swords is like, well, you ain't going to have no ideas without me. Those new beginnings, that new job, that new business, well, it's in the reverse. Why? Because I'm going to put a halt to it. There ain't going to be no movement. I'm going to stop your movement. I'm going to stop your creation. Right? I don't want you to have no growth. What do you mean growth? You're not going to be growing. You got to forgive me. I want you to forgive me so we could be together. And if you don't, you ain't going to get no sleep, no peace. You ain't going to get no sleep, no peace. You ain't going to be moving in joy. You ain't going to be able to discover yourself or discover who you are because I'm going to cause confusion. I'm going to be the rubble in your life. This is what this is saying, 53:32, 1 o'clock. Now, that's that. This is what I gathered with these cards. And I'm going to pull one card on this person. He just knocked out the read. I was on, and it could go both ways. It could be a person, place, or thing within yourself Could be you. You losing motivation about your new idea. Maybe it didn't pop off the way you wanted to. Maybe that new that you know, you cut the ribbon and you know, you produced all your stuff, and then they look no show. It was only like 5 people that came to your celebration, you know, and you're like, wow, you thought it was going to be a bigger turnout, right? Or you thought you was going to get at least $5,000 by the time you release this book, and you ain't get no money for this book, and you're like, well, what happened? Don't give up. Don't give up. You're just now awakening as a genius, and you're learning how to use your creativity. You're learning how to protect yourself. You're learning how to, you know, stay true to yourself with your solar plexus out here. You know, you're learning how to be more creative with your sacra. You know, you got your rebel now, and by this King of Swords, and I could use that King. I don't like King of Swords is always and will always be my narc card. I don't care. So it's a King of Swords in your life. Boss, whomever that person is, because justice is out here, who didn't want you to have no renewal, didn't want you to have no new idea where you could start a new business without them. They wanted to come in and take your idea and use it for themselves. They wanted, and if you didn't do it, they wanted to take your idea. They wanted to stall you with movement, right? Make you sleepy, make you confused, make your ideas seem like they're not going nowhere, and then that'll cause you confusion, and nobody will ever discover you. Like, who's going to discover somebody who's confused and don't know who they are, right? This is the tactic. One card, please, on this daggone King of Swords. One card on this turn. Show the collective what this turn is. One card, please, and thank you. Thank you, Mother Isis. Show this turn. Show this King of Swords. Show the collective who this King of Swords is. Show this collective, the collective, who their King of Swords is in their life. Show the collective. King of Swords in your life is someone who constantly have you. Some of you guys have to always go back and forth to doctors and stuff, getting you got there going vajayjay check. Some of y'all doing yonis. Because this person right here is not to be trusted, period. Some of you guys, this King of Swords in your life, some of you guys are this is Pisces, Sagittarius, freaking Jupiter, and Uranus, I want to say. Neptune, that's Neptune. Jupiter and Neptune. Sagittarius, Pisces is on the sign. Pisces in my intuitive card, this is like a high priestess, right? This is a high priestess meditating. This is a high priestess, you know, summoning spirits could possibly be. But this is somebody right here watching her. I don't know what this card is. Let's read about it. This card is for the whole read. This read is basically over because this person right here, he's going to jump out, so we're going to deal with him. So this is clarifying this King of Swords in the whole read as a whole, because he came out in the center of the read when we was clarifying the moon, your genius, and all the rest of your current energy. It is 58:09 on the clock. Let's see. Let's hurry. 98. 17. So 17 is the star. Yeah, 17 is the star. Yeah, 17 is the star. Right. So this person don't want you to share your gifts with others. This person want to keep you hidden. This King of Swords want to keep you hidden. King of Swords don't want to see you sharing your gifts with others. The star. The King of Swords know that you're a star. The King of Swords also want to be your star. He wants your star. Let's go. How did I get there? Because I'm an intuitive reader and I see it. Justice is here. This person want to be a judge. I think I said that already. 98 is the number on the card. Yeah, this is somebody who's bigger than life, whose ideas, they think they're king of the ideas. And the ideas you come up, they want it. No. Let's go. This is, what? 98. Pythia. This is Pythia. This is Sagittarius, Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune. This is intention, priestess of the oracle, fortune telling, astrology, interpretation of the horoscope. This is A. This is the problem, right? It says, you cling to specific advice or a prophecy someone has made. You have fallen into a trap. The source of your own intuition has run dry because you have diverted the waters of your soul to a foreign riverbed. You will never solve the puzzle this way. And this is what this King of Swords wanted you to be drawn or diverted or divert your waters of your soul to a forbidden riverbed. This is what this King of Swords wanted you, because he didn't want you to have no joy, but he wanted to be forgiven. He wanted your forgiveness so he can come in and divert your waters to a foreign riverbed. This is why he wanted to come in and take your ideas, right? So this would be your problem. If you're with this person, then what's going to happen is you will never solve the puzzle this way. You're going to have to get away from this person and stop letting them drain your energy. The second is this. The way through this problem is B. Listen up. You will receive a sign, perhaps not immediately comprehensible. So you'll receive a sign, but you possibly won't understand it at first. Somewhere along your way, and it's going to happen somewhere along your way, the serious thought needed to solve the puzzle will lead you almost unconsciously to true spiritual awareness. So whatever you see is going to lead you into true spiritual awareness. In future, this can be an important step for the soul if you try to find the solution in your own intuition. That is, through your inner priestess instead of in the world outside. So go within to find what it is that is your true spiritual awareness. And your true spiritual awareness is your awakening genius. Your awakening genius is your true spiritual awareness, is your awakening genius. And that is a spirit of creative expression. It is your solution. Because you will receive the sign. And to the way out of this problem, or the outcome of this problem, there is an old historic saying. There's an old historic saying which goes, when something is as what it means, it won't let it on. It won't tell you in words, but now you can understand it through images. You will have learned to trust your intuition, to rely on yourself as much as you presently do on your intellect. So this whole thing is, don't listen to people in your ear causing confusion about your ideas. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. You already know your ambition. Put that energy into what you want. Period. This is the time to complete your goal. Put that drive into completing your goal. Let that be your driving force, completing your goal. And that way, if it's not for you, it ain't meant to be, leave this daggone renewal in a reverse. Period. Why? Because you are an awakening genius. right? And you don't need an idea that didn't work, because it's going to be detrimental to your root chakra. So you don't want to ever put yourself in harm's way. Let that thing go. Breathe through it. Use your meditation. Go outside, touch grass, breathe through it. Do not accept no type of forgiveness and all this, because they're going to come in and take your daggone ideas. The forgiveness will be fake. Forgive yourself, support yourself, because if you do forgive them and they do come back in, you will not be able to finish discovering all the possibilities, all your dreams, all your talent. You're a star, right? You won't be able to do that because they'll come in and take. They're takers. This King of Swords is a taker. You're ambitious. This is your energy right now. Use this energy to get your job done. Get up and get it done. Don't worry about these ideas that's in the reverse right now. Why? Because you're still growing. You're growing past this confusion. You're growing past this confusion. Your creation is still here. You're creating. Don't let this confusion come in and stop your growth. How are you going to do that? By moving. Get out there. Move. Use your creativity to get out there. Go running, jogging, paint. I don't care. Get your sleep to renew, to rejuvenate your energy. You have to go to sleep to rejuvenate this energy, this renewal energy. Okay? Because why? Because you are the high priestess. That's why you are the high priestess. Use your intuition. All right? Use your intuition. You will have learned to trust your intuition, to rely on yourself as much as you presently do on your intellect. So do not allow somebody to come in your world to tell you about your dreams and your aspiration on what you want to do with your ideas. Don't you allow them to know. You better get in your bag as a high priestess and let this daggone King of Swords know. No, nigga, you got to sit all that down. You're just a goddamn person in the world that we call Earth, okay? And your ideas and your dreams and your goddamn wicked ways do not have nothing on me. I'm a high priestess. What's a high priest? What's a King of Swords to a high priestess? Oh, okay, that is your read. Let's go ahead and pull one card. Let's pull one card for your oracle. Soul healing. This is your soul healing. This is what came out. Soul healing. Let's read it. Number 24. 2 to the 4 is a 6. Yeah, this could be somebody from your past, this daggone King of Swords. This could be a path light energy. Okay? You don't have good memories with renewal in the reverse. This is somebody who could have been, using some type of energy to contact you. Right? Moon energy to contact you. But this is soul healing. You're healing from this. 24. You're healing from whatever this soul connection was. Because justice came out. And then the North card came out with this King of Swords. Soul healing. The goddess Neith is the sister of Aset and was married to Set, who was the god of chaos and darkness, but she was unable to conceive. She disguised herself as Aset and became pregnant by her husband Osiris. But terrified of Set, she left her baby son, Anubis, in the desert at birth, where he was rescued by Aset. Neith personifies victimization, but she frees herself later by her righteous actions in helping Aset. She now assists us to release past hurts and heal our emotions and soul to move into a life of joy. Somebody didn't want you to move into a life of joy. They wanted you to be stuck. They wanted you to be stuck in a life of misery where you will never renew. You won't grow. This is what this is. But with this card, this is saying the Most High healed you. You got healing from your angels, from your ancestors. Right? And it reads here, it says, my life, it says channel message from this card. It says, my life as the wife, as Set, was one of being overshadowed and oppressed and living in the energy of chaos and fear. My sister needed help, and I answered that call, and my soul healed in the process. It is time for you to leave your past behind now, and it is time for you to leave your past behind now as you meditate and look inwards to find the healing you need. Forgiveness of yourself and perhaps others is needed now to recover fully in abundance. Take care of your money, as there may be deception by others involved. Some money that belongs to you might be hidden from you at present. In love, not easy for relationships at present. Defiantly avoid illicit ones, as they will bring you sadness. Wait for later to make major choices in life. Y'all seen that choice card come out here? Major choices. Yeah, you see how they want to take? You see that hand? Yeah, they want to take from you. No. Work career. Time to plan, prepare, and study for a new career or wait for a promotion. Not a good time to expand your business if self-employed. If for travel, rest and a holiday at home is recommended. Possible disruptions of traveling overseas or by water. A good time to go astral or soul traveling instead. Like in your imagination, you can imagine you going somewhere and really having a good time. That is astral traveling. Health. Possible time in hospital or care required by a medical doctor. Possible kidney or urinary tract problems, which will resolve with rest and treatment. Drink water, guys. Cranberry juice. Family. Some disturbance and deceptions possible. Births may be difficult, but ultimately successful. Stay calm. The difficulties will pass with time and patience. And for the future, it's time to release the past and move on. Just a little more emotional and soul healing is needed still. Long term, your future is safe and good. So 1:11 on the clock. So it doesn't matter what this King of Swords says. It doesn't matter what people say and do. It doesn't matter if they don't want you to be joyous. It doesn't matter if if you don't accept their daggone cup. It doesn't matter if they try to stop your movement. It doesn't matter if they try to break in your peace. It doesn't matter if they want to keep you from joy. It doesn't matter if they try to stop you from your connection with the Most High. It doesn't matter if you don't forgive them because you forgave yourself, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter about their confusion that they like to blow your way and cause you to go through meditation and going out and touching grass every now and then, because every time you start a new project or a new idea, here comes this damn King of Swords in your life. Here comes this King of Swords with his forgiving and wanting forgiveness and wanting this renewal energy, right? He want to renew with you, but what he's really doing is weighing you down. He's really weighing you down. He's really not for you. This motherfucker is really not for you at all. He came in here to stop your creation and to stop your growth. Stop your creation and stop your growth. He want to put your daggone creation in neutral. That's what he want. He wants to put your creation in neutral because he see you as being and this soul healing energy. He knows that you're soul healing. He knows that you're a rebel. He's seeing you because you fought his ass. He's seeing you because you know you stood true to who you are and valuing yourself. He knows this because he watched you. This is a King of Swords. This is a judge. This is somebody who thinks they know it all. This is somebody who wanted to stop your awakening, but they couldn't. Because why? Because justice is here. 2 to the 9 is 11. Justice is here. Why is justice here? Because you're awakening. You're awakening your genius. The spirits is awakening your genius. Because why? They want you to be ambitious. They want you to be balanced. They want you to have money. They want you to, this is greenery. They want you to have property. They want you to own property. They want your ideas, your solar plexus, your ideas. They want those to flourish. They wanted the bud. You already put your seeds down in there. They already worked. It was you, the Most High, and spirit. Y'all was always working in there. Or could I say you, yourself, and I? You know how they say me, myself, and I, right? But this is three. This is you, spirit, and your Holy Spirit. I'm saying not wrong, but you know what I'm saying. They work in threes is what I'm saying. This is Trinity, okay? This is Trinity. And that's who you was working with. Because you're the high priestess. That's why. And this is why this King of Swords despise you. This is why this King of Swords want to be the rebel in your life, because this King of Swords know that you're a high priestess, know that you have divine powers, know that you are the Queen of Wands with the Sagittarius energy, know that Jupiter's on your side, justice is out here. Okay? Expansion. If they was trying to stop your growth, guess what? Karma's here for that ass. Right? And they and this is right here is Neptune. This is the water. There's healing in water. And this is what this King of Swords do not have, is that water, that healing energy. And this is why they wanted to stop you. And it's a no. It's a no, guys. That has been your read. Hey, welcome to Divine Intervention Energies. That has been your read. And y'all guys stay safe and prayed up and salt baths, okay? Because this fool right here, he crazy. This person right here, he crazy as hell, guys. Stay safe.